Here we go. I'm trying not to be emotional in the motherfucking intro. Like that's doing too much. That's doing too much. Wagwan gang, it's your motherfucking girl, jxynou, back at it again with another video today on this fine fucking Wednesday morning. I'm gonna be for real, guys. This video is gonna be a little different than my usual videos. It's gonna be the real me, the raw me, the vulnerable me over trying to entertain or trying to stick to my persona of like the goofy, wild jxynou. You know, it's gonna be the real vulnerable me today. We have real shit to talk about. I didn't do too much with the makeup because I already knew I was gonna be crying in this video. So here we go, I guess. Like, the conversation or the situation that really like pushed me to do this video today, right now, is a video I had with my boyfriend this morning. And it's not even the first time that my nigga had this type of conversation with me. It's just the first time that I actually registered in my brain that I actually kind of really listened. So, y'all know I posted this video yesterday. Me almost dying and whatever the fuck happened in that video, in that situation. My nigga texted me about it yesterday because I sent him the link. Me and my nigga had like a real serious conversation that started off from this video technically, but that has been a conversation that me and him have had since the beginning, and that I never really took him seriously because I generally don't feel like I've ever had some nigga really generally care about me that much to just kind of like want to see me do better for myself. You know what I'm saying? Basically, so this morning I woke up to a text message from my man's kind of just being like, what the fuck is this about the last video that I posted? And at first I wasn't kind of really like taking him seriously because I always saw my nigga as just like, oh, he gonna crash out about me. Like, he's just gonna crash out about me and then just gonna get back cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just do too much. Like, that's kind of how I always saw him. Like, he just take everything so seriously. Like, he just always has something to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always saw my nigga as that person and never as, like, who I see him right now today, like, after this conversation, which is somebody who generally just sees through my persona, sees through the bullshit, sees through like all the fucking dumb shit that I just be putting myself through or that be going through, or that just be somebody that just don't be like taking shit seriously. You know, he see through that shit and he was kind of just like, what the fuck is this? And at first I was like, oh, like, what's wrong? Like, oh, that's just how I be on YouTube. Like, that's just always how I've been on YouTube. And I always been real on YouTube. I always been me. You know what I'm saying? But I always been the dumber. Just like, I always been the worst version of myself on YouTube. Because I always thought this is what people wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, this is the best that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see better for myself. I didn't see, like... So I was just like, oh, this is always what I've been like on YouTube. Like, da-da-da. Like, I just be making jokes. I just be cracking jokes. Like, I just be talking about shit like how I really be feeling like talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not really taking what he's saying seriously at first. And he was just like, if that's who you truly are, like, we don't gotta do this, me and you, no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was kind of like disgusted with me, and I didn't really understand. I was just kind of like, what do you mean, like, we done? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, oh, you crashing out again? Like, oh, like, we not done? Like, da-da-da. Like, after that, like, he called me and we had like an hour-long conversation, and I generally understand what he's saying. I hate that it's taking me so goddamn long to want this for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason I'm making this video right now is because it's really the first time that like somebody, I always just thought he was being mean. And I always just thought like he was just being rude. But he just told me the shit, like I feel the universe brought this man into my life, like, because I don't be learning the right way. I be learning the hard way. I be learning when people like tell me the real shit. Also, it be sounding blunt, it be sounding mean, but it be real, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, there's no way. And I just want to clarify, like, this video is not about my relationship at all. Not about my man at all. It's just, I'm really just trying to explain, like, the situation that made me realize what I'm about to talk about in this video. He was like, you literally sound like a goofy ass bitch. Like, there's no way you're talking about a situation where you literally almost died and where we had to abort our baby, and you're like talking about it like this way. He said, if that's really like you're saying like this is you, this is how you be on YouTube, like he said, I want nothing to do with you. Like, this shit not funny. Like, this shit for real. Like, you talking about shit like shit's funny, shit's sweet. Like, it's really not like that. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying to me, like, I was watching this video and I kept hearing you mention me, and just I felt so disgusted by your behavior in this video that it was just kind of like, every time I knew that you were talking about me, I was kind of like, I felt bad. Like, I kind of felt like disgusted, and I just didn't want nothing to do with this. You know, just looked ratchet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't really like the Jane that I came to like really fucked with. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he just saw through the bullshit, and it's just like, it's the first time that somebody like really sat me down and like told me like really about myself in the way that he did. And he always did. He always had that like real blunt conversation with me. Like, we had it over and over throughout the relationship, but I never like took it seriously because I've only known my man for maybe like 8 months. Oh, he hasn't been in my life for that long. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just always been the type of person that like, I just been through so much shit, so much traumatic shit, that I kind of just like never took life seriously. And if you've been following my channel since the beginning, or if you've been in my life for a while, or all that, like, you know that ever since I've been 10 years old, I've like been extremely depressed, and I've tried to commit suicide I don't know how many fucking times just in my teenage years. So I didn't even think I was gonna make it to see 18 years old. And it's not an excuse, but it's just context so people can understand where I'm coming from a little bit better. And I've been through so much traumatic and fucked up shit that it's just like, my brain has always been on survival mode. My brain has always been, let's just make it through the day before you start thinking about tomorrow. And most people in my life that genuinely know me and that, you know, are around me are people that I've had for like 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So these are the people that saw me when I was at rock bottom mentally, when I was 15, 16, and I was generally just like really at my worst. You know what I'm saying? They're not people that are gonna be like my nigga and that are just gonna tell me the brutal honesty, because they're just happy that I just am alive right now and that I'm just not doing as bad, because they know that they were the ones that had to come every time that I was trying to commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? They were the ones that had to save me from the most fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna sit here in my face and be like, what the fuck is this? Like my nigga is. Because they're just happy that I made it through C2024. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing, I'm not saying anything against like my people that have been in my life for years, because that's most of my people. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong. I'm just like saying this because I understand why they haven't been on my ass like my nigga has been, because they're just like, Jane, like, I'm literally just glad you're alive right now. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to trigger me. They don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they were there before, and they're just glad to see that I am where I am today, even with everything that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? My nigga has just known me for 8 months, but he still sees through the bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you just look like a goofy ass bitch. Like, you're talking about almost dying, aborting a baby, and you're laughing about it, and you're just making jokes and cracking jokes about it. You just look like a goofy, dumbass bitch. And he's like, he even said word for word, like, you don't represent me. You don't represent what I'm trying to be, where I'm trying to go, who I want, like, what I want to achieve. What the fuck do I look like being next to a bitch that's on her social media, looking crazy, talking crazy about traumatic ass, weird ass shit that happened, just goofing around and explaining it as if it's just a regular fucking Thursday morning. Like, he said, I want to be with a bitch like this. And he said, you always saying that, like, I'm always trying to argue, and he's just like, I'm trying to make you realize, what the fuck is you doing? Like, why are you not trying to do better for yourself? Like, why is that what you're trying to portray to people about who you is? You okay with this? He's like, I don't even understand how you're okay with posting a video about the subject matter that you're talking about it the way you're talking about it. He was saying what I've subconsciously always been saying to myself. You know, I just been through so much that I've always been like, I'd rather laugh about it than cry about it. But ain't shit funny? What happened to me about the situation I'm talking about in the video was horrible. I was in so much pain. It was scary as fuck. And I was scared. My mom was scared. My family was scared. And it's not funny. All that to say, I'm tired of putting on this persona, not only on YouTube, but also in my life, to the world, that I just don't give a fuck about anything, because it's not true. The shit that be going on to me, it do be affecting me. It do be hurting. I'm not this, like, crazy wild ass bitch that's just always looking for a good time, not a long time type of bitch. I'm worth way more than that. I didn't even realize that I'm worth more than that before I even met the nigga I'm with today. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that I finally took the conversation me and him had today on some real shit, because before he even came into my life, I didn't even understand that, like, I could even have that type of life for myself. I didn't even think I was worth to have that type of life for myself. I didn't even think I could keep a routine before I even met this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think I could be the type of bitch that sleeps early, wake up early, has a clean house. I didn't even know I could be that type of bitch. So it took so long for me to realize, I think, because I started truly giving a fuck about myself maybe in the past, like, month or two. I think I started giving a fuck about myself literally after this situation happened to me. The situation that I spoke about in my last video. I think I didn't even give a fuck for real before that. And that's because of the childhood trauma. Because every time I gave a fuck when I was a kid, the people around me, the adults around me, they didn't give a fuck. So I felt like I was the only person in the world that ever gave a fuck. I was like, oh, so the whole world doesn't give a fuck about anything, and it's just faking like they do. So I'm just really, really not give a fuck about anything. And I've just been living like that ever since. So that's why when I met my nigga, I was just kind of like, yo, you a real crash out ass nigga, because, like, you really care about every little thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not like that. But I understand now that it really is like that. Like, why would you... Life is so short and life is so fucked up. Like, why would you ever even want to spend it, like, just wasting your time, like, just not taking shit seriously, not wanting it's better for yourself, not wanting to respect yourself, not wanting to see your worth? Like, you know, it is that deep. It is like that. So that's why I feel like I just haven't been honest with y'all. I haven't been honest with myself. I haven't been real with the people in my life around me. Like, I've just been staying where I'm comfortable at. Depressed, in pain, without goals, without respecting myself, because that's all I've known. That's all I've ever motherfucking known. And I don't even know right now if I'm still with my nigga. But I truly want better for him than whoever the fuck I was before I woke the fuck up right now, because I understand him. You ever like truly fuck with somebody and love somebody and like want better for them, and you just keep trying to get them to wake the fuck up for themselves and want better for themselves, but they don't listen. So you just like, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. I'm gonna stop hurting myself trying to want better for you if you don't even want better for you. You know what I mean? So I understand if you don't even want to fuck with me no more. I get it. I won't even be mad. And he do deserve better because he's done more for me. In the past few months that I've known this nigga, he's done more for me than a lot of people have done for me my entire life. I'm just so mad at myself that I just like woke the fuck up this morning with this conversation. Like, me and him have had this conversation so many fucking times about so many different situations where he's just been like, Jen, what the fuck, bro? Like, wake the fuck up, bro. He been telling me, I want better for me. And he's been working so hard for shit in his own personal life that have been working for him. And I'm so proud of him. Like, he's just really been doing his shit. And he's been getting rid of his vices. And he's been doing better for him and taking care of him. Taking care of shit that could help him in the long term. You know what I'm saying? And he been telling me, I'm trying to take you with me. I'm trying to elevate you with me. I'm trying to make you realize you're worth so much fucking more with me. And trying to make you want to work for yourself and bring you with me. But he said, I'm going to have to leave you where you at if you don't even want that for yourself. If you want to stay unhappy, broke, in your bullshit, I'm going to leave you where you at. And he's been telling me that since the beginning. And we've had multiple conversations about him just being like, what the fuck is this? Who is this person in front of me right now? Like, that's not who you are, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, the craziest part is he's been the one that's been like, bro, you're YouTube. You need to post on YouTube. Like, you know, your subscribers are waiting on you. Like, you have the potential to go so far. Like, go on YouTube. Do your thing on YouTube. He's the reason I even started doing YouTube again. So that's why the last video, he was like, what the fuck is this? Because that's not me. That's not the real me. This a trauma response coming from this video. If you truly watch the video, you can see it's just truly like textbooks trauma response. Like, clearly you just like to laugh about your trauma type shit. And I even tried to rewatch the video this morning after me and my niggas conversation. I literally tried to have a sit down and watch the video, and I was cringing the whole time because I could see what he's saying. Like, I was watching it and I was like, this not even me, for real. This is not how I truly feel about the situation, for real. If I'm being 100% real right now, the first time I tried, the first two times that I've tried to film this video that I filmed about that situation, like the last video that I posted, I couldn't film it because I kept crying, and I couldn't stay in the persona that I was trying to put on in the last video. I couldn't do it. I kept crying. It was fucked up, and it was really hard, and I was in a lot of pain, and it was fucked up, and I was crying every single fucking night. So that's why the first two times I tried to fucking film this video, I couldn't do it. I always ended up crying. I always ended up breaking the persona because it was fucked up. And I love y'all so much because even in my personal life, I've always been the friend. Like, jxynou's the friend. You don't when you go through something and you want to change your mind and you want to like forget about it, jxynou's the friend that you call. jxynou's not the friend that you call to sit down and, you know, jxynou's the friend that you call when you want to forget about it. And I've always been that friend in my personal life. And I kind of wanted to take that and bring that to my channel. I wanted my YouTube channel to be when y'all going through shit, because I really fuck with y'all. I really love y'all so much. And I wanted my channel to be like, to forget about it and just laugh it off and just to just like forget about your issues. And I didn't want my channel to be like heavy and shit like that. I realized like I just did it all wrong. I just did it all wrong because it's not even me. That's not even what I want for myself. It's not even how I want to be portrayed. Like I'm worth more than that. Like, I go through shit, yes, but like, I'm smart. I have a lot to offer to the world other than just looking ratchet and just like looking stupid on the internet. So I've decided like the type of content that I'm gonna be making from now on is gonna be really different. It's still gonna be me. I want y'all to understand, like, I'm still a funny bitch in real life. I'm still really cool to be around. I still have a wild side. But I want to show y'all this side of me without the persona of just like, I don't give a fuck, like, da-da-da, like, because that's not me, for real. That's really not the real me. And I also want better for y'all. And I want my life to change drastically. I want my life to elevate. I want to go far in life. I want to do big things. And I want better for myself. And I want to bring y'all with me through this journey. I still want to make content. I still want to do YouTube. And I want to take y'all on this journey with me. Not only for me, but also for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want all of us to just elevate and do better and work hard and do better for us. Because I feel like if you ever subscribe to my channel or fuck with my content, it's because you're somebody that probably been through a lot of, also that has been through a lot of traumatic shit that maybe wasn't thought the right way. I want to be the person that helps y'all start to give a fuck about life again and about yourselves. And I want us to go through that together, you know, regardless of who leaves in the process. We have ourselves, we have each other, you know, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna do this. You know, it's gonna happen for us because we deserve it and because we're gonna work towards it, because we're gonna succeed. And we're gonna prove everybody the fuck wrong. So I've decided to create a second channel. I'll put the link in the bio, in the comments, everywhere. Like, you'll be able to follow me on there. If you're somebody that wants to elevate your life, to do better, to succeed in life, regardless of what it is. If you're somebody that wants to be happy, content with your life, proud of yourself, we're gonna go through this journey together. And that's the energy I'm gonna bring on my second channel, that I'm gonna, like, that you can subscribe on. If you don't want to subscribe, if that's not the content that you came here for, if that's not for you, it's no issue. Thank you so much for supporting me for all these years, and I appreciate everybody that stuck with me. No matter whenever you leave, I appreciate all types of support. I'm gonna still post and keep this channel active, and I'm not gonna like delete the videos or whatever that I've posted in the past. I'm gonna keep them up, and I'm gonna still in the future post on this channel. And I'm still gonna post my more wilder side and whatever on this channel, but it's still gonna be very different from whatever the fuck I've posted in the past on here. But it's still gonna be my more funny and more, you know, whenever I have some vlogs that I feel wouldn't fit on the other channel, I'm gonna post them on here. Whatever type of content on whatever platform I decide to post are gonna be somewhat different. I know there's more to life. I know we don't need to be in pain forever. There's a way for us to succeed, and there's a way for us to do better and want better for ourselves. A journey is never like a straight way up. It's always going to be a roller coaster. But I know in the end it's going to be worth it for me. And if you're somebody that wants that for themselves as well, I want that for y'all too. We can support each other through this journey. And it's going to happen for us because we're going to really want it for ourselves. And you know, when you want something for yourself, shit happens. So yeah, so sorry for like looking like a pussy asshole in this video, for real. I hate crying in public. But yeah, this video was needed because this video was real, just raw, like, you know what I'm saying? It was the real me, like on some real shit. And I'm happy to have you guys, and I don't say it enough, and I don't show it enough how incredibly grateful I've been to have you guys on this journey. You guys are some of the realest people in my life, and I know we don't know each other in person, but just the messages that you send me or the way y'all reach out for me and are there for me, I'll never thank y'all enough. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Don't forget to subscribe to my second channel because that's gonna become like my main channel. But yeah, like I said, I'm still not gonna like delete this one because at the same time it's gonna be real motivation, and it's gonna be kind of like the before and after proof of where I was and where I'm gonna end up. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so fucking much. To the moon and fucking back. Hope. And I wish you guys have an amazing day. And I see y'all very, 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 very soon. And yeah, I love y'all. Peace.